Hi everyone, my name is Paul Tilley and I want to welcome you to the Intersession 2024 version of PS2340 Organizational Behavior. I'll be your instructor for this course. I've been teaching at the college for over 30 years and I've taught this course a good bit over my time. You can find out about me at my LinkedIn profile. All the details are there. So what exactly is organizational behavior? Well, all of us are going to end up working, if you haven't been working already, in some sort of organization. And that's why organizations are called organizations, because they are a collection of people who are working towards a specific goal, be it to produce things, to service things, these sorts of issues. Because of that, you'll always be working with people. And this course is about working with people, organizational behavior. How do people behave in organizations? It's an introductory course, and it really studies the practical application of people at work. So we're going to be looking at things like, in the context of working with people, we're going to be looking at things such as motivation, leadership, group dynamics, and organizational communications. The textbook for this course is called Essentials of Organizational Behavior, 3rd Canadian edition, and it's by Robbins and others. You can find the book online through Vital Source, or you just search it up and you should be able to buy a live copy of it or a virtual copy of it. There are also older editions of this textbook that are out there, and you can certainly use these as well. The content is pretty much the same. Keep in mind the chapters may not line up perfectly, but the titles will. So it's your responsibility to do that if you're going to have an older textbook. Bottom line though is you absolutely need a textbook for the course. You're going to ask, how am I going to be evaluated in this? Well, the very first thing that you need to concern yourself with is something called OB in the News. It is a group assignment. It's worth 30%. Now, groups can be 3 or less, meaning you can do it yourself, okay? 1, 2, 3. You're going to, over the next 6 weeks, look at a whole bunch of topics in organizational behavior. And as I say, this is relative to the work world. So what I want you to do is to be able to relate what's going on out there in society right now to the topics we're talking about. So your task is to find 10 news articles that are posted during this year. Now, this is the year 2024. The articles have to be from 2024. These are in the news every single day. Each one of those articles need to relate to at least one of the topics that we're dealing with. You need to identify what topics are discussed in that article. So I want you to include the article, the source link, tell me about the OB topic that is referenced in the article, write a 2 to 4 paragraph explanation that seems to explain how and why the article relates to the OB topic. These can be passed in individually as we go along or as a package, and they're due no later than the last week of classes. Now you pass these in through the Dropbox, okay? Through the Dropbox. I just wanted to give you an example here of the OB in the news and how you expect to do that. Here's a story. This is a story that I found last year, okay? This was on COVID-19 and the problems in Shishishi. So we imagine being a healthcare worker with a young family. That's what I've written. That's the sort of thing I want you to write. Today, you're forced to work in an environment with health uncertainties brought on by COVID-19. Further, many of your colleagues will likely be exposed to COVID-19 as well, and some of them, maybe you, will catch it and be off work from it. So this is stressful. That's going to be stressful for you. Can you imagine being in that situation? How do you deal with the stress? And this relates to the topic that we deal with, stress management. Okay? That's the sort of thing I'm looking for. And I've referenced here, you can see that it is a clickable link actually that I put in there. There are also section quizzes in this course. What I've done is I've broken the course into its various weeks, and we'll see that in a minute. At the end of each of the various sections, there is a quiz, and the quizzes will be online. It consists of 100% objective questions, as multiple choice, true, false, these sorts of things. The questions will cover the material in the relative session. These quizzes will be available to you to complete on your own when you cover the material. So, for example, you finish the material in Unit 1, you can write the test in Unit 1. So, for example, you finish the material covered in Section 1, you can write the quiz on section 1, and so on. It is important, though, that all of the quizzes be completed by the last day of classes. I will not be accepting any more past the last day of classes. So you have to get the quizzes done before the last day of classes. That's critical. The final exam is worth 30%, and it's a combination of 70% objective questions and 30% short answer questions, and it will ask you to apply what you've learned. So the final exam is going to be comprehensive, meaning it's across the course. And a week before the exam, I am going to post a review, a comprehensive review, that will help point you towards the key things in that exam. In terms of the course schedule, weeks 1 and 2, May 6th to 17th, I want you to look at units 1 through 3. Once you've done units 1 through 3, it's time to do the quiz on them. Week 3, May 20th to the 24th, you're going to do units 4, 5, and 6. Once you've done that, you do the quiz on them. Week 4, units 7 and 8. Once you've done that, you do the quiz on them. Week 5, units 9 and 10. Once you've done that, you will do the quiz on them. That's how the 4 quizzes work. They cover the material that is indicated. In week 6, that will be the comprehensive exam week. The registrar sets that date. I will post it as soon as I find out. Updates for this particular course will always be posted in the news section of the course, which is the very front page. I will be posting updates there regularly. And what I mean by regular is basically daily or every second day. There'll be information in there for you to look at. I will not be emailing you. I will be posting it in the news. Your job is to go into the course, read the news, find out what's on the go, cover the material. I'm relying on you to do that. Each Friday, I will post a review of what we should have covered in that week, as well as a preview for the coming week. That will be posted in the news. Finally, if you need to contact me, I really appreciate you contacting me through the course email. That's up there in the top of the course. You will see you will see up at the top of the course a little envelope, and that envelope allows you to email, and that's how I'd like you to get a hold of me. So anyway, it's going to be a very, very quick 6 weeks. There's a lot of reading to be done. I want you to get started as quickly as possible. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to the course.